Hi, this is Shay Jackson with Hype Math. For today's lesson, we will be reviewing the 4th grade STAAR Math Test Prep Workbook, questions number 1 to number 5. If you would like to follow along, I will leave the links in the description box where you can purchase a digital copy or a hard copy. Let's get started. Question 1 says, Quinlan described a number using these clues. Clue number 1, the value of the digit 7 is 7 times 10. Clue number 2, the value of the digit 3 is 3 times 1,000. Clue number 3, the value of the digit 1 is 1 times 100. Which number could fit Quinlan's description? A, 3,175.02. B, 93,075.01. C, 3,651.70. Or D, 9,372.01. What are we looking for? And remember, that's the question immediately. Once we see the word problem, find out what you're looking for, and that will help you to see what information you need and also how you need to solve the word problem. We are looking for which number could fit Quinlan's description. What information could help find the answer? Based on our clues, we know that for the digit 7, it's 7 times 10, so the 7 should be in the tens place. For the 3 times 1,000, the 3 should be in the thousands place. For digit 1, it's 1 times 100, and the 1 should be in the hundreds place. In looking at, so that we have that information, looking at our answer choices, are there any answers we can cross out that does not meet that criteria? If you said that B, C, and D can be crossed out, you are correct. So let's look at answer choice B. They do have the 3 in the thousands place. However, there is not a 1 in the hundreds place. So that is why that answer is incorrect. Let's look at answer C. The 3 is in the thousands place. However, there's a 6 in the hundreds place. That's wrong as well. For D, there is not a 3 in the thousands place. There's actually a 9. And just like that, we have increased our chances of getting the correct answer by just taking a moment and crossing out the answers that are incorrect. And we only have one answer left, which is great. That means that A is the correct answer. 3,175.02. And if you'll notice that, yes, there's a 3 in the thousands place, there's a 1 in the hundreds place, and there's a 7 in the tens place. Let's move to question number 2. The number 47.06 can be expressed as F, 4 times 10 plus 7 times 1 plus 6 times 0.01. G, 4 times 10 plus 7 times 1 plus 6 times 0.1. H, 4 times 1 plus 7 times 1 plus 0 times 1 plus 6 times 1. J, 4 times 10, 7 times 1, plus 0 times 10 plus 6 times 100. What are we looking for? We are looking for how the number 47.06 can be expressed. What information can help us find the answer? So let's look at our place chart. We know that the 4 is in the tens place, the 7 is in the ones place, then we have our decimal point, the 0 is in the tenths place, and the 6 is in the hundredths place. Okay, this is the information that can help us find the answer. And this is a critical step as well. After you find out what you're looking for, you need to take the time to see what information can help you find the answer. Because sometimes in the problem, there's good information, and yes, we need that information, and then sometimes it's not. And you can cross that out as well so that it won't confuse you when you're trying to find the answer. So based on the information we have, let's look at our answers to see if there are any that we can cross out. This is a critical step as well when you're taking a test, because it will help you if you are able to cross out any answers. It can help you improve your chances of getting the question correct. Okay, so let's look at our place value chart, and also let's look at our answers to see which do not match 47.06. If you said you can mark out G, H, and J, you are correct. So let's take a look. So for G, 4 times 10 is correct. 7 times 1 is correct because we know that the 4 is in the tens place. We know that the 7 is in the ones place, but what makes this answer wrong is that it says 6 times 0.1 as if the 6 is in the tens place, and that is incorrect. Okay, so that is why that answer is wrong. Let's look at H. Well, immediately off the bat, we see that it says 4 times 1. And that's wrong because we know that the 4 is in the tens place. Moving on to J, we know that 4 times 10 is correct, plus 7 times 1 is correct. And what makes it wrong is that it says plus 0 times 10 plus 6 times 100 without there being a decimal place. So just like that, we have eliminated 3 wrong answers, and we're only left with 1. So the correct answer is F. 4 times 10 plus 7 times 1 plus 6 times 0.01, which is a hundredths place, is the correct answer. Do you see how easy that was? We were able to eliminate all of the wrong answers and only have 1 right answer left. That is great. Always take that step whenever you are trying to find the answer. Let's move to question number 3. Larry has written 1/10 of his book report. Which decimal represents the part of the book report he has written? A, 6.1, B, 6.01, C, 0.6, D, 0.06. What are we looking for? We are looking for which decimal represents the part of the book report that Larry has written. What information can help us find the answer? Okay, so a very important part is that Larry only wrote 1/10 of his book report, okay? And of course, we need to have our place value chart to see exactly where 1/10 is. What answers can we cross out? So based on the information that we have, let's look at our answer choices to see what answers we can cross out. If you said A, B, and D, you are correct. These answer choices are wrong. Let's look at A. For A, it said it's 6.1. Well, that's not really 1/10 of a book report because there's a whole number there. And it says that Larry has only written 1/10. B is the same thing. Because it has that 6 in the ones place as a whole number, that is wrong. And for D, the 6 is in the hundreds place because after the decimal point, the first value right after the decimal is the tenths place, and then the second value after the decimal point is the hundreds place. So we were able to cross out A, B, and D. We only have one answer left. C is the correct answer. And if you notice on our place value chart that 6 is in the tenths place. Let's move to question number 4. In science class, Douglas measured the mass of a rock in kilograms. The mass of the rock was 0.26 kilograms. Which fraction is equivalent to this number? F, 26 over 100, G, 26 over 10, H, 2 and 6 over 100, or J, 2 and 1/6. What are we looking for? And remember, whenever you're trying to ask yourself what you're looking for, always look for the statement that has a question mark or the sentence that has a question mark behind it. And that immediately can tell you what you're looking for. In this problem, we are looking for which fraction is equivalent to the number 0.26 kilograms. What information can help us find the answer? We need to know the 0.26 and also have our place value chart to see where and how we can convert this decimal to a fraction. Are there any answer choices that can be crossed out? Okay, so we have 0.26. Looking at our place value chart, we can see number one, where the number should be placed, and also if there is a fraction. So what do you think? What answer choices do you think can be crossed out? Drum roll, please. If you said G, H, and J, you are correct. So let's take a look. For G, it's 26 over 10. Well, this is incorrect because if you can look in the column with the tenths place, you'll see that the fraction is 1 over 10, but that's incorrect. That's incorrect because we actually have two numbers. Okay, we actually have two numbers, 0.26, and that 26, the 6 is in the hundreds place. So G is incorrect. For H, and J, they are immediately incorrect because both of them have the whole 2 as a whole number. And for us, 0.26 kilograms, there aren't any whole numbers. Okay? So H and J are incorrect. We're left with one answer choice again, which is F. 0.26 is equal to 26 over 100. Let's move to question number 5. The weights of 4 hippos at a zoo are listed. Hippo W is 3,894 pounds. Hippo X is 3,648 pounds. Hippo Y is 3,699 pounds. Hippo Z is 3,806 pounds. If the hippos are listed in order from least weight to greatest weight, which hippo would come third in the list? A. Hippo W, because 3,806 is less than 3,648, is less than 3,894, which is less than 3,699. So they're saying that this list is from least to greatest. B. Hippo X, because 3,806 is less than 3,894, is less than 3,648, is less than 3,699. C. Hippo Y, because 3,894 is less than 3,648, is less than 3,699, is less than 3,806. D. Hippo Z, because 3,648 is less than 3,699, is less than 3,806, is less than 3,894. That was a mouthful. What are we looking for? We are looking for, if the hippos are listed in order from least weight to greatest weight, the hippo that would come third in the list. What information can help us find the answer? A key point is, of course, that the hippos are listed from least weight to greatest weight, and then also knowing the values of each hippo's weight. Okay? Are there any answers we can cross out? Okay, so let's take a look. Whenever we are, because we are looking or listing the weights from least weight to greatest weight, we know that whatever the least weight in the list, which is smallest, could not be the answer, and also the highest weight or the greatest value could not be the answer as well, because that's the smallest number and the largest number cannot be third in the list. Okay? So based on that information, and also making sure that as we're looking at and lining up the answers, that we can find out which is third. So that's 1, 2, 3. The first weight, second weight, third weight. What is the correct answer? Or what answer choices can we cross out? If you said we can cross out A, B, and C, you are correct. Okay, let's take a look to see why we're able to cross those out. So for Hippo W, for the weight being 3,894, well, that's incorrect, because what we said before is that this is the greatest weight. Okay, we said that the smallest or the least weight and also the largest, or another way of saying largest, is greatest weight. Those cannot be the answers because they couldn't be third in the list. Well, 3,894 is the greatest value out of all of these weights, so the answer cannot be Hippo W. What's the smallest or the least weight? 3,648. So Hippo X, which is answer B, cannot be the correct answer as well. Now, why did we cross out answer C or for Hippo Y? Let's take a look. Just take one moment to look at how the numbers are listed to see why we crossed out Hippo Y. If you said it's because the answers, the weights, begin with the greatest weight, you are correct. For C, it says Hippo Y because, and it starts with 3,894. Well, we've already determined that 3,894 is the greatest weight, but we are listing the hippos from the least weight to the greatest weight, so that 3,894, it actually should be at the end of the list, not at the beginning. And that is why we crossed out answer choice C. And in looking at the answer choices, just take time to see and ask yourself, does it make sense? Does that value need to be there? Does that answer seem correct? Because if it doesn't, then go ahead and cross it out. We're left with one answer choice, and that is D. Hippo Z, because 3,648 is less than 3,699, which is less than 3,806, which is less than 3,894. And if you look at the bottom, we've listed those weights from least to greatest. And yes, 3,806 is third on that list. This has been Shay Jackson with Hype Math. I'm so happy that you decided to stick around and go through these problems with me. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Also, we will be having two fourth grade STAAR Math boot camps to get students prepared for the STAAR Math test in May. The first boot camp is Sunday, April 29th from 5 to 8 p.m. and Saturday, May 12th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. And as an extra bonus, you can receive $15 off the STAAR Math Bootcamp. All of these links to register for the STAAR Math Bootcamps and also to receive $15 off there will be links in the description box. Have a great day and talk to you soon.